Hey everyone. He passed away, but I felt like making a kind of like a tribute video to him, to what Peter Mayhew and Chewbacca means to me and how it's impacted my life. Peter Mayhew was my hero, and just ever since the first moment that I saw Chewbacca in Star Wars when I was a little kid, I've always been hooked on Chewbacca. I've always had Chewbacca as my favorite character, even through all the prequel series and the current new trilogy and just everything Star Wars. I've always been into Chewbacca. Like, even half, if not more than half, of my tops are Chewbacca or Wookiee related, and and I have a lot of Wookiee Chewbacca posters and merchandise and I, I even had the chance to meet Peter Mayhew 3 times. Like the first time was at a Comic-Con and I didn't really have any money on me, and I went up to Peter Mayhew's booth when there was no line, and I asked if I could shake his hand, and I got to shake his hand for free. And just that very first moment that I was right in front of Peter Mayhew, I had butterflies in my stomach just because I was right in front of him, and I got to shake his hand for free. And then I got to meet him 2 more times at Star Wars Celebration Orlando, which I'm actually wearing my Chewbacca shirt that I got from Star Wars Celebration Orlando a couple of years back, and I got to meet him twice. First for an autograph one day, and Peter Mayhew was actually late to the line, but and I was running late to a panel that I was going to try to go to, but I stayed in line because that's how much Peter Mayhew meant to me. And then the second time for a photo op, which I'll have that picture of that photo op picture in the video towards the end of this video. He was such a loving, compassionate person and loyal person, just like Chewbacca was in the movies. He was big into his fans. He loved his fans. He went to so many Comic-Cons and to all his celebrations. He even, 2 weeks before he passed away, went to Star Wars Celebration Chicago, even though he wasn't in the best health, and he still went to go see his fans. He's just such a great person, and somebody that I aim to be like with my career goals. If I do become famous, I hope to aim to be like Peter Mayhew, where I'm all about the fans. I aim to be that person that's loving towards the fans and wants to give back to the fans and meet the fans. Go to different Comic Cons just to be able to meet fans. I aim to be that kind of person, to be a big fan-based celebrity if I ever do become famous. And it's one of my new goals to meet Jonas Rotamo, who Peter Mayhew mentored and trained to be Chewbacca. I think he's a great Chewbacca, and it would be really cool to be able to meet the person that Peter Mayhew mentored to be able to take on that role of Chewbacca. And even in my real life, I aim to be like Chewbacca. Like, I have a couple of buddies that I've known for over 21 years, going on over 22 years pretty soon. Basically known my whole life, and we're practically brothers. But I see those kind of relationships that I have with those two, their families, like Chewbacca and Han Solo. So like Brian's like the Han Solo to my Chewbacca, and Anthony's like the Han Solo to my Chewbacca, and those kind of relationships. And I'm very loyal and loving and compassionate towards them and their families, and just with everybody. I try to share love with everybody, and I love giving out hugs to everybody. Like Chewbacca gave out these great hugs. I love giving out hugs to everybody. I just aim to to be like that in real life. And even with the starting of my videos, like with this current channel, I have my Chewbacca mask and make the Shriwook Wookiee sounds come out of the mask 3 times. With all my videos, even with my original first channel, I'd start my videos off doing my version of a Chewbacca Wookiee Shriwook sound, which came out different every time. I even have a video on that original channel with a compilation of all the different Wookiee sounds that I made. I'll have a link to that down below. And then there's another video on this current channel where I show off all my Chewbacca merchandise and clothing. I'll have a link to that down below as well. But yeah, like with my original channel, I would start all my videos off going, but yeah, the sound would come out differently every time. This character will go on through Jonas, and even after all the films and Star Wars movies with Chewbacca are done being made, his character, Chewbacca, his legacy will move on. And until next time.